Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. We're going to do another Flashback episode. This concerns the game Alex Kidd The Lost Stars, I guess the second game in the Alex Kidd series. But we're also going to look at 1986 because the game was created in 1986. So we'll fire up the Crazy Climber 80 DeLorean and start with news events. The U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger explodes shortly after launch, killing all 7 astronauts, including schoolteacher Krista McAuliffe. Huge space disaster. News event of the year, pretty much. Also, the South Yemen civil war claims thousands and ends with the unification of Yemen. A resistance army takes over Uganda. Halley's Comet reaches its closest point to the Sun, the first solar system visit since 1910. The People Power Revolution forces Philippines President Ferdinand Marcos into exile to Hawaii. The Swedish Prime Minister Olof Palme is assassinated in Stockholm. Mexicana Flight 940 crashes near Maravatio, killing 167. A West Berlin discotheque is bombed by Libya, and 3 die and hundreds are injured. And then, the U.S. bombs Libyan capital Tripoli and Benghazi region in retaliation. The UK and Netherlands sign a peace treaty to end the 335 years war. Radioactive chemicals leak from Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Soviet Ukraine, killing over 4,000. Huge disaster. Hands Across America. From New York City to Long Beach, people form a chain to raise money to fight hunger and homelessness, and a Bangladesh ferry capsizes in the Meghna River, killing at least 600. The first Studio Ghibli cartoon film, Laputa Castle in the Sky, is released. A USPS worker, Patrick Sherrill, kills 14 co-workers and then himself in Edmond, Oklahoma. A naturally released CO2 leak kills almost 2,000 in Cameroon. Soviet liner SS Admiral Nakhimov collides with carrier Pyotr Vasev in the Black Sea, killing 398. Pan Am Flight 73 is hijacked in Pakistan by 4 Abu Nidal terrorists. Fox Broadcasting Company is launched. An earthquake hits San Salvador and kills up to 1,500. WNBC radio traffic reporter Jane Dornacker is killed live in a chopper crash in Brooklyn. The Iran-Contra affair begins when a Lebanese magazine reports the U.S. sold weapons to Iran to release 7 U.S. hostages in Lebanon. Reagan forms a special review board to investigate the Iran-Contra affair and denies involvement. Over 165 anti-government protesters are killed in Kazakh SSR. And Matt Groening creates a very rough draft of The Simpsons. Now let's look at celebrity deaths. Donna Reed, L. Ron Hubbard, Lily Palmer, Frank Herbert, Howard Da Silva, Georgia O'Keeffe, Ray Milland, James Cagney, Jerry Paris, Otto Preminger, Broderick Crawford, Sterling Hayden, Benny Goodman, Kate Smith, college basketball star Len Bias, who was drafted by the Celtics and died shortly after of a drug overdose. Rudy Valley, Florence Hallop of Night Court, Vincent Minnelli, Hermione Baddeley, Ted Knight, Murray Hamilton, Forrest Tucker, Paul Frees, cartoon voice actor, Roger C. Carmel, Scatman Crothers, famous actor Cary Grant, Bobby Lane, football player, Susan Cabot, and Bride of Frankenstein, Elsa Lanchester. Now let's look at TV shows of 1986. Alf, Amen, Card Sharks returns with Bob Eubanks, A Current Affair, Designing Women, Double Dare with Mark Summers, Galaxy High, weird cartoon, Glow, Head of the Class, Valerie, also known as Hogan Family, Hollywood Squares returns, It's Gary Shandling's Show, L.A. Law, Matlock, My Sister Sam, actress Rebecca Schaefer was murdered by her boyfriend, Oprah Winfrey Show, super popular, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Perfect Strangers, The Real Ghostbusters. It was called The Real Ghostbusters to differentiate it from another cartoon called Ghostbusters, which was unrelated. And Silverhawks, Sledgehammer, and Zoobilee Zoo. And now let's look at some films of 1986. The Oscar-winning Platoon, Aliens, Top Gun, Crocodile Dundee, Karate Kid Part 2, Star Trek IV, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ruthless People, Back to School, Hannah and Her Sisters, Children of a Lesser God, The Color of Money, The Mission, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, 9.5 Weeks, FX, and Pretty in Pink, Highlander, Critters, Short Circuit, Poltergeist 2, Labyrinth, Big Trouble in Little China, The Great Mouse Detective, Friday the 13th Part 6, I think the best in the series, Transformers the Movie, cartoon, The Fly, Manhunter, Stand By Me, Blue Velvet, Peggy Sue Got Married, Sid and Nancy, Hoosiers, An American Tale, The Mosquito Coast, Heartbreak Ridge, Three Amigos, Little Shop of Horrors, and the rather stupid The Golden Child. Now, let's look at the number one songs of 1986. Say You, Say Me, That's What Friends Are For, How Will I Know, Curie, Sarah, These Dreams, Rock Me Amadeus, Kiss, Addicted to Love, West End Girls, Greatest Love of All, Live to Tell, On My Own, There'll Be Sad Songs, Holding Back the Years, Invisible Touch, Sledgehammer, Glory of Love, Papa Don't Preach, Higher Love, Venus, Take My Breath Away, Stuck With You, When I Think of You, True Colors, Amanda, Human, You Give Love a Bad Name, Next Time I Fall, The Way It Is, Walk Like an Egyptian. Other big hits were Land of Confusion. These weren't number ones. Broken Wings. Never. I Can't Wait. Great song. Conga. Danger Zone. The Walk of Life. Crush on You. If You Leave. Nasty. Why Can't This Be Love? And Your Wildest Dreams. And now, let's look at sports. Super Bowl 20, the Dub Bears blow the lids off of New England 46-10. Second biggest blowout. NBA Finals, Larry Bird and the Celtics are too much for the Twin Towers of the Rockets and beat them 4-2. The World Series, the Mets shock the Boston Red Sox, who were in a position to win Game 6, and Bill Buckner let a ball go through his legs, and the Mets came back to win. Stanley Cup, Montreal Canadiens beat Calgary 4-1. NCAA basketball champs, Louisville beats Duke 72-69. NCAA football, national championship winners are Oklahoma over Penn State 25-10 in the Orange Bowl. Boxing, Iron Mike Tyson becomes the youngest heavyweight champ ever, beating Trevor Berbick with a second round KO. He was only 20. Golf, Masters champ Jack Nicklaus, U.S. Open champ Raymond Floyd, British Open champ Greg Norman, and the PGA champ is Bob Tway. Well, that was our look at 1986, and now let's look at Alex Kidd The Lost Stars. And this is the second game in the Alex Kidd series, and I think the first one was called like Alex Kidd in Miracle World. There were numerous games of featuring Alex Kidd. And he was this cutesy looking boy. You could play in this one as Alex Kidd as first player, and the second player is Stella. And you can stand on each other's heads. Kind of funny. But the game is actually fairly hard at times, and it's very long. I'm not a huge fan of it. If this showed up in America, I'd never seen it or heard of it. But you have like 6 different levels, and then you have to repeat those levels. And you have to collect these balls as you go through the levels. And there will be stars that descend, and then you can touch those stars and get something from them. You can get like a power-up or bonus points. Or you can get time restored. We'll get started. That guy that says, "Find the miracle ball," I could have sworn that was Lon Simmons, famous sportscaster, who lent his voice to sports talk football and baseball titles for the Sega Genesis. Maybe I'm wrong. Kind of sounded like him, though. But the game is very cutesy. I like the music a lot. The music is great in this game. Touch anything and you're dead. There will be various usual platform game devices like floating platforms you have to jump onto, various enemies that move at different speeds, the usual thing, various chasms you can fall into and die. There is a shot I just picked up. The power-ups do not last very long at all. You'll see the icon in the bottom left, and when it flashes, it's just about out. There will sometimes be places where you can hang from and shimmy over, like here. But there will be a rail car that goes along it, and it'll kill you if it touches you, and there it is. There's a couple of them. But yeah, this isn't really all that special. I mean, it's okay. Like I said, I like the music. Oh crap, where's the... I was gonna say, crap, will I be able to get over the enemy without... and avoid the rail car, but I landed on the enemy. But notice that meter at the bottom center. That is a progress meter. That just shows how far through the level you are. And you have a timer in the bottom left. If it reaches 0, you lose a life. Watch out for these bouncing letters. They spell bow, which is what the dog is saying apparently. Many enemies will not turn around to attack you if you get behind them, which is good to know. There will sometimes be like a platform block or something. There's a shot that will spring you upwards. You have like 3 lives. Oh crap. You can get an extra life, I guess, every 20,000. I'm just about to get it. There, I got it. But yeah, once you collect the balls, and the guy says find the miracle balls. Once you collect them, I think they fill up on the bottom right. You have to time your jump through underneath the clown as he jumps. But you can restore some time by collecting that star. If it says like 20 or 10 or something, then you've got some time back. And you can get a speed up as well, and there's one of those blocks that'll propel me upwards. And you have to get by this stupid balloon guy that's shooting these killer notes at you. Crap. I do like that he has this little scream he emits when he dies. It's kind of funny.
Find the miracle ball.
And there is the Opa-Opa ship from Fantasy Zone. I did a video of that a while back. But there were so many different goofy little finger pointing, trying to touch you and kill you. There were so many different Alex Kidd games. I think there was like Alex Kidd in Ninja World, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. I had that for the Sega Genesis. You can touch the wall, but you don't want to get pinched. And you gotta jump over that when there's not an enemy coming out of there. But this just has the basic trappings of many platform games at the time. You'll fall right through if you jump right when it's open. Yeah, I'd never seen this in arcades, and I'd never heard of it until MAME came along. But yeah, it really sucks that your whoa, that was close. God damn it. It really sucks that your weapon does not last worth shit. It is gone before you know it. Yikes. Whoa. And then these things move real quick. So you gotta jump off of them at their height. I'll collect that again, I get the speed up. Ah, that son of a bitch. Well, I'm gonna put in my initials, and I refused to continue right there. But we will see parts at least of the remaining levels. Like I said, you go through 6 levels and then you repeat all the levels. And yeah, I got on the high score list. Yeah, well, a little bit later on this same level, whoops, you get a hang from those beams there and drop off onto the platforms. But you have to be patient, wait for it to come back to you, and then drop off onto it. You might want to hook to the right a little bit just to be sure that you land on it properly. Yeah, the icon, the star icon, will shuffle through. I put on invincibility at this point, I just wanted to get through the game quicker. And there's the Opa-Opa ship from Fantasy Zone. You touch it and you get a miracle ball out of it.
Find the miracle ball.
Yeah, that sounds like Lon Simmons, the NFL and baseball, Major League Baseball broadcaster. He did like San Francisco Giants and San Francisco 49ers games. And like I said, he was in Sega Sports Talk football and Sports Talk baseball games. So that might be him in this, because this was created by Sega. What the hell? Some naked guy shaking his booty? What in the hell did I just see? Oh my god, so weird. Well, I hope you enjoy my flashback episodes. I just like to do all sorts of different random years and just look at what was popular from each year. I kind of think it's a cool little time capsule or history lesson. You have two different types of shot. There's a short shot and a long shot, and it's called like shot 1 and shot 2. Here you press jump to get up to the higher area here. There will be these spike-like ledges. Some of them will extend and pull back. What? Is that guy just going across midair? What the hell? That's not right. But here is the end of the level. We're just going to scoot forward.
Find the miracle ball.
But yeah, we'll just look at snippets of the remaining levels. Find the miracle ball. But that miracle ball is at the end of the level. And on this level, you get to swim underwater. You can shoot underwater. Those poisonous bottles. I thought bottles in the water were supposed to have messages in them. There's manta rays. I hope the crocodile hunter never played this game. But here's the end of that level. Open up a clamshell and get the miracle ball.
Find the miracle ball.
Now they called this the Lost Stars, I guess, because there are constellations of the zodiac signs that you will see once you complete a level. Grow, or what did he say? I don't know. But we'll just look at snippets of each remaining level. But like I said, once you beat 6, then they repeat, but they have greater difficulty. And then once you beat those 6 again, then the game will end. A little bit later you go into this cave. I like these pillars that say press and try to squish you. It really sucks that your power-ups do not last worth, 7 or 8 seconds or something in that vicinity. Oops. I like his scream. Ah! Yeah, I used to have, what was it called? There's a little zip line. Do not stay in that monster's mouth or dinosaur's mouth for long. Oops. You have to jump onto his head to get across. You see. But yeah, I had Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle for the Sega Genesis, and that was a good game. Ah, shit. I got impatient. Just because you put invincibility on in this game through MAME, you still can fall into the abyss and die. So I put on infinite lives.
Find the miracle ball.
Did it? Dinner tray. And yes, these are teeth. This is like inside the human body. Friggin' weird. And then molars that move up and down and can squish you easily. Learning the timing in this part sucks. Then we'll scoot forward a little bit. This game is okay, maybe. There's a weird part here where the game speeds up big time if you just move forward. It speeds up big time for no reason at all. But, okay, whatever gets me to the end faster. And again, in the bottom center, you will see the progress bar as to how close to the end you are. And I'm very close to the end. And now on the left side at the bottom, you see that I have 5 of the miracle balls. And now I guess I have 6.
Carry the ball to the Holy Land Jigla.
Carry the balls to the Holy Land Jigla. This game is very cute, and I love the music. The music is great. But I hate that Alex Kidd is so damn weak. And he's weak in, I think, all the games. I do like the penguins that kick ice blocks around. Note the gravity is totally different on this level. Definitely works to your benefit. You have these moving flamethrower blocks. Scoot forward to the end. Ziggurat. And we get this sequence, but like I said, you have to play all the levels over again, and they have increased difficulty. Here are some zodiac signs.
Find the miracle ball.
So you gotta repeat these levels, but they've got more enemies, or the enemies show up in different places, attack you more fervently, or whatever.
Find the miracle ball.
Scooting forward, yeah, there's Opa-Opa again from Fantasy Zone, and we'll scoot forward to once you beat all those levels again, then you get to the ending here. That's Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars by Sega in 1986. And you see the rest of the zodiac signs. What a crappy font. That's really lazy. The End, made out of dots. Well, that's lame. That was Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars by Sega in 1986. I hope you enjoyed Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars by Sega in 1986, but also the year 1986 in review. I'm enjoying these flashback episodes. I hope you do too. This is Crazy Clam Race, and thanks for watching Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars by Sega in 1986, and also the year 1986. I hope to see you around again for the next flashback episode. Take it easy, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend. Bye-bye.